Hello, I'm Kathy Barberi. I am one of the executive directors for BNI Atlanta. And today we are going to review the BNI member ribbon cutting. So if you'll watch it in its entirety, if you have any questions, please get with your director, whether that's myself or one of our team, so that we can help walk you through. So moving through, this is the three topics we're going to cover on the webinar. The founding member ribbon cutting, what is it, how do you prep for it, and how is it a successful event? The core group timeline, so where do we go from here? And then your founding member resources. So one thing I want to start off with is when we ask businesses, how many people rely on referrals to sustain their business? About 98% actually say referrals are vital to their business. Yet only 3% actually have a referral marketing strategy. So that's what probably attracted you to BNI. And as we're talking and building the group and your referral team, these are people that are going to have long-standing relationships with you, that are going to listen for referral opportunities for you and refer on a regular basis. So when we're talking about that, there are four main spheres: the real estate sphere, B2B, health and wellness, and the financial sphere. And about 70% of those referrals that you're going to receive through your BNI group are going to come from that sphere. And a contact sphere is basically people in a related industry, not a direct competitor to your business. So let's take a look at what those look like. There are four main spheres: the real estate, the B2B, health and wellness, and financial. And each one of those spheres is going to have a successful chapter, will have a balance of all of these spheres. The real estate sphere is obviously a realtor, mortgage person, personal lines, property and casualty, so home and auto, closing attorney and inspector, tradespeople, security company, pest control. That's just a really quick list. B2B is printers, payroll, merchant services, a business attorney, a commercial insurance, IT services, commercial real estate agent or leasing agent, a web designer, and then just a sign company. Health and wellness, of course, is headed up by a chiropractor, eye doctor, dentist, personal trainers, massage therapist, skincare person, or spa, hair salon, and nutritional person, or dietitian. And then financial is going to be led off with financial advising, CPA, banker, bookkeeper, wills and estate attorney, life insurance, health insurance, disability and long-term care, and then commercial lending. And that's just a very short list. So what is a ribbon cutting? Let's take a look at that document really quickly. So our new member ribbon cutting looks like this. So as we're building a core group, the goal is to have 8 to 10 members, and then we have our ribbon cutting. And if each person has 5 confirmed guests, those are 5 prospects for your business, clients, referral sources, vendors. So think about those. So 5 clients, family, friends that have businesses or in sales and marketing, 5 of your vendors, call your salesperson, 5 prospects that you are referral sources, and 5 managers, bosses, things like that. And so what do you say to these folks? So here's something. I'm excited. I'm accepted as a founding member for a closed networking group. We're going to have our ribbon cutting ceremony on whatever the day and time is. I'd love it if you could be there to support me. And if they say, yeah, sure, I'd love to do that. It's great networking as well for these people that are in business. And then you're going to say, great. If they say yes, then great. If there's someone you'd like to bring, a business associate, let me know and I'll get you both registered. Now, where are you going to register them? Let me show you that. So you're going to go to bniatl.com for our homepage. And you go to the left side, chapters forming, because you're a core group. Click that tab, and then it's going to show all of our groups that are forming in the area. Let's just pull up Henry County. And that is going to be your meeting location for your ribbon cutting or your first meeting. And this one actually says Thursday, August 31st, 8 o'clock. You're going to click visit this group. That's where you're going to register your folks. And it's going to open up a screen that you're going to type in the visit date, right? So maybe it's not this week, but maybe they say, oh, I'd love to go, but I'm out of town or whatever. Or I'm having after effects of the solar eclipse. So you type in their information, their contact phone, email. Keep in mind that we don't spam anyone. We've got to have this information to build the database for your chapter and have confirmations ahead of time. It's invitation only. We make out their name badges and we plan the meeting around who is there. So it's vital that you register these folks. It takes just a second. You can do it on your mobile device or on your laptop or tablet. Type in their email, their industry. If you don't know the classification or their industry, put that. Make sure you don't forget who invited them. That would be you. And then submit it. Okay? So that's the idea. And so what I want you to think about is as we're building this group, you're inviting all of these folks. Not all of them are going to join, and that's okay. We want you to invite people to come and network and help support you with your ribbon cutting. And the whole process is designed around giving you more visibility with these folks. Now, you may say, well, they're already a client. But putting them in that environment helps you be more visible with them, which leads to more credibility. So during the meeting format, what it's going to look like is, as founding members, we will have an opportunity to have you visible as founding members. We're going to spotlight you and your business with these guests in the room, which are also consumers, by the way. We're going to help build your credibility. And the agenda, we have a PowerPoint presentation that our team will deliver. We greet the guests when they come in. We have their name badges already made out, and they're actually color-coded by sphere. So these 4 spheres will be color-coded. So you'll know, are they in the real estate sphere? Are they in the B2B sphere? We'll actually seat them together in those spheres, because as we're doing the PowerPoint presentation, we have a workshop that's very interactive. It's different than a regular BNI format. We're all about building relationships and helping people get to know each other better. So we're going to have visibility, credibility, and then that's going to lead to profitability. Everything we're doing during the building phase for your group revolves around this: getting you visible with prospects and consumers. If they are able to build credibility, or you're able to build credibility by being a founding member, number one, but there are things on the meeting agenda that are going to highlight you as a founding member. And then that's going to lead to more profitability. So what does the timeline look like? In each one of your groups, once we get started, we'll fill in the dates of these timelines. But where we are right now is we're building to 10. You maybe have done that by building or taking people to a showcase chapter, or maybe you've just put them together. And so the idea is to have 8 to 10 solid founding members to plan this ribbon cutting. And if each person has, 5 confirmed guests, then that's perfect. You're going to end up chartering with about 15 members. Like I said, most of the folks aren't going to join. However, you probably will grow to about 15. So you'll add 5 or 6. And then we start our weekly meetings. We will reevaluate after the ribbon cutting. If we don't have momentum, we're going to take 2 weeks. But generally that following week, the agendas will have 2 core group ambassadors. And those are just 2 members that want to be a little bit more involved. One works with the visitors and one works with the members. And so if you have any interest in that, let your director or executive director know. And then we have a director of the core group and an ambassador of the core group. One or the other will oversee the core group activity and help facilitate the meetings and all of that. So you're not doing this all on your own. We have a system in place. Over that 6-week process, we're going to grow from about that 10 to 15. By the end of that, we're all inviting at least 1 guest a week. If you do the numbers, that's a lot of people that you're going to have warm introductions with. Again, not all are going to join, but they're great follow-up opportunities for you and your business. So at the end of the 6 weeks, then we're going to have an expectation and planning meeting for the next phase, phase 2. During that part, again, we're we're working on this 12 weeks right here in phase 1 and phase 2 in getting to know each other, building relationships, credibility, trust, all that good stuff. And we start talking about the referral process and things like that. So it's really a good 12 weeks to help you get to know your fellow members while we're still adding to the group. Then we charter at 20 to 25, depending on the strength of the group. And then we move into phase 3, where we start the leadership team selection and training process. And we plan for our launch, or what we like to call an expo. So that is about a 16-week start to finish process. So what are the other resources, right? We want to strategically invite people that you would like to get in front of. But then for founding member resources, there are 3 things I want to share with you. One is Member Success Program. You're going to want to register for the next available one, and I'll pull that up in just a second to show you how to search for those. That is the basic member training. It is required for all of our members within the first 30 days. And then the other thing is we provide coaching to our founding members every Friday. So if you have a question about a resource or a tool, or how to invite, if it comes to a Thursday at the end of the week and you don't have any confirmed guests for the next week, hop on that call. It's 30 minutes, and you can call in or web in, and it's on the website, and our team will actually help you get a confirmed guest. A confirmed guest, by the way, is a prospect for your business. It could be an end consumer, it could be a referral source. So that's the idea there. And then some other tools, bnipodcast.com and bni.com, of course, and BNI ATL. But bnipodcast.com, I just want to show you real quick where to register your guests. So, and show you all of BNI ATL so you understand just very quickly. So when you go to BNI ATL in the homepage, we already shared this, go to chapters forming. This is where you register your guests. Scroll down to find your group. And put visit this group, right? So then your guests will get a confirmation with this information as well. And then to register for Member Success Program, you can go across the top to Events, click that, and then it's going to open up the event page. Let's just go on to September. Go to Event Type and sort by type. There's Member Success Program. That's what you're looking for, the new member training. We have one a week in our market. Near the first part of the month is in town or downtown Atlanta. The second week is in Roswell and Alpharetta. The third week is Marietta and Kennesaw areas. And then the last week is in the Beaufort, Gwinnett area. So you just click on one of those. It shows you all the details, where the location is. During the core process, you're going to register as a non-member, only because we don't have a username and password. So don't freak out, you're still a member. So that's that. And then for our coaching webinar, well, they're pretty much on the calendar on Fridays. So it's called the Next Steps Core Group. And you just click that and register again as a non-member. And those are the login details. But you have to register so we can mark your attendance. So that is that. And then I want to show you bnipodcast.com. So one, I recommend that you go listen to as soon as you can. It's only like 8 minutes. Go to bnipodcast.com and you can search over here and type in core group. This is going to help you understand a little bit about the process. There are other topics that you can look for, the 4 pillars to success. It's got the fundamentals of BNI over here. There's a podcast topics, the history, if you want to know the history, getting the most from your BNI membership. So all kinds of things. I would focus on inviting. So you can type in inviting. You can type in whatever topic, but start with, if you will, the episode 11. You just go up here to the search bar and type core group, and it will pull that up. Okay, let me get back over here and we'll wrap this up. So the coaching webinar, like I said, provides understanding the processing, how to leverage BNI, and helps you really get more referrals quicker. It's at 9 o'clock every Friday, and you register at BNI. So that is that. If you have any further questions, please get with your director consultant or your ambassador for your support group. And just keep in mind that every time you're inviting, you are getting in front of a prospect or deepening a referral relationship. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.